Right guys, I'm off to it's telling me to check the coolant. It was doing this yesterday. Don't know what's going on there. Digging up the road opposite us, water I believe. Well, digging up the path rather than the road. So that's been a little bit awkward getting in and out of my driveway occasionally. They had a big wagon there this morning, offloaded some muck, so I think they're actually starting to fill the hole back in, so I think they must have finished doing what they were doing. Yeah, so my car, it was telling me about checking coolant yesterday, and I don't know whether it's just the sensor or just when it's cold, because once the engine had warmed up it was alright, and obviously coolant is one of those things that it's not easy to get hold of, like a pre-mixed bottle or anything like that. You need to sort of like buy it and then mix it yourself to the correct proportions for your vehicle, and obviously I don't want to be buying a bottle of that and mixing up, you know, because the norm is that you mix up a sort of full engine's worth which I don't think I really need to do. But yeah, so I'm actually looking at getting rid of it at the minute anyway. There was supposed to be a Citroen C5 Estate coming in, my local, let me just get rid of that. I don't know why it was asking me to connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah, so I'm, local Citroen garage, Broach Hill. So I'd been up there. He seemed to think he had one coming in, and then when I went back on a week later, one hadn't come in. He said the only one he's got in is an 02, which is a bit older than I want. But I don't want to go into like the new shape, which I think they changed the new shape around 57. The trouble with those is it's not actually big enough for my wife's wheelchair to fit in the boot with the back seats up. So I need the older shape really. The newest I've seen those is an 08. Obviously they've just been lying around and registered late sort of thing. So I'm waiting for something like that to come along. See, there's only a few that really sort of fit the criteria. You know, I've tried like the what was it, C4 Picasso, and obviously they've got a larger volume boot because of the height, but they still haven't got the length behind the back seats and the tailgate. So this wheelchair, the wife's, it's one that where the back just folds flat. It you know, so it needs quite a large sort of length of boot space to fit in. So I mean, it only just goes in this one and it's tight. It literally just fits. But it used to fit in the back of my old C5 easily. Now I couldn't get hold of a C5 for love nor money when the other one threw its cam belt. So yeah, I'm looking for another one, because this one's getting a little tired, shall we say. But so yeah, there's only, like I say, there's only a few cars that fit the criteria really, and that's like big estates, you know. So I need like something like a Vauxhall Carlton, Ford Mondeo, you know, something like that, or the older model Citroen C5. I think a lot of the manufacturers have started to drop the ball on the long estates. See, they've torn that old garage down. It's been there for years, that. Yeah, it's strange. But yeah, so that's the car. What else? It's grey, filthy, muggy, raining. Keeps trying to chuck a bit of snow into the mix every now and then, but that doesn't really last long because it's just that little bit too warm and wet for it. We did have a bit of snow on Friday, was it? Yeah, Friday we had a little bit of snow come sleet on and off that failed to really impress anybody. So yeah, it's just grim weather at the minute. You just think, You know, it's horrible when it's like that. You just want it to either, you know, I mean, it doesn't bother me for getting on. You know, I can still get on in it. Just you throw a coat on and you get on, don't you? But I'd rather it just had done with it and either snowed and give us a nice crisp white blanket to look at, or just started to warm up. It's just horrible when it's like this. So I'm just popping into town. I've only got a couple of bits and pieces to pick up in Tesco. It was questionable whether I was even going to bother coming in, to be honest, guys. Then I thought, no, I will do it, because then that gives me a few minutes in the car to get a decent sort of section of vlogging, because sometimes I struggle to do it at home. I'm having a beef dinner today. I got my beef off the butcher yesterday. I also came into town yesterday, got a few bits and pieces then, some fruit, what have you. It's only when I've got home that I've found that I'm a little short on flour, and I'm picking up some packs of sweets for the grandkids and stuff like that. Had the second youngest granddaughter to stay the last couple of nights. She was ill the first night, threw up all over my bed, had a touch of the rungs as well, which was pleasant. But she seems nice and chirpy this morning anyway, so. But she's gone off now anyway, so. But she's one of those very endearing little girls that has this smile, but she's now learnt that smile helps to appease people, and I think she's learned to sort of like do this fake big toothy grin that she's obviously going to use that to get what she wants when she wants. Very endearing, but it's going to be one of those things that ends up costing people a lot of money probably. But yeah, it's lovely when they find out things like that. Oh dear. It's been quite busy in Tesco's despite the awful weather, although it's not so bad now. Somebody said it had been very busy earlier this morning actually. There we go, that'll do me. So but yeah, it's just horrible, the weather at the minute. Just trying to think, tech-wise, I want to know if anybody else has this problem with the latest legit sort of firmware on the Mac. It's to do with the notification center, and every now and then, it doesn't happen all the time, but every now and then, sometimes you go in, you'll have a long list of notifications, and when you hit the top cross to clear the lot all at once, as you can do, or like a day's worth, can't you? Because I don't particularly use the notification center on Mac. I did clear a lot of it out, to be honest. But recently I've been getting a lot more sort of Facebook notifications and stuff like that have been coming through, and tweets and stuff, because it's never that timely anyway, because you can sort of clear stuff out and even have the applications running, and it doesn't always sort of like automatically clear your notification center, so I'm not that bothered about it. But sometimes when you hit that top cross to clear it all, it does nothing, and you've got to start clearing them one by one. So I'm not sure why it does that. Very strange. But yeah, let me know if anybody else gets that one. What else has been going on? Not a lot really. Work's been steady away. Went out and did some deliveries on Friday. And I think there might have been some earlier in the week as well. I can't actually remember. So that's been busy. What else? Not a lot really. I'm going to go and get some recording done today. What's that? Oh, it's just my carrier sending me messages. So yeah, I'm just going to try and get some recording done in this afternoon. Not going to be a lot going on outside with this weather, but so anyway, I'll get off and go and get my bits and pieces. So I recorded a bit of footage earlier on this, and it was in the kitchen, and it failed to record. Now, I think it was more a case of I just missed with the button, but it had me a bit confused because I'd also just been having a problem while recording some videos up here, and I had some Bluetooth headphones connected, and I did the review on them. Oh, excuse me, it's my beef dinner repeating. And then everything was still fine, and then when I went and put the other set of headphones on, I thought, oh, these headphones, they're not working anymore. I thought, well, they worked last time I used them, and now all of a sudden they don't. But then, as time went on, sort of just trying different tracks and stuff like that, trying to get them to work, something sort of came to my attention that it wasn't really the headphones that were faulty. When I disconnected them, tried playing music from the phone, I was getting no music from the phone. So it would appear that the problem was the phone itself. So basically I did a hard reset and it's all working again now. So not sure what's happened there, but like I say, I'm going to be replacing it anyway. So, you know, later this year when the new iPhone comes. I mean, as it happens, if anything did go wrong with this, I do have an old iPhone 5 downstairs that I would just move the SIM across to that, and I would use that for the duration. It's my old one actually that I passed it on to my son, and I got it back when we sorted him out an iPhone 6. Yeah, we got him a 6S for Christmas. So, but yeah, it's a bit annoying, that one. So I don't know how much trouble that's actually going to give, but I'll have to keep an eye on it. So yeah, it's been a strange one. I brought, I use this. It's a battery bank. What's in it? 72% at the minute. And I use it actually for powering my camcorder because the power lead for it, which is plugged in up there, is USB. It means that I can so obviously when the battery's getting a bit low, and I can charge it up with that. That says it's charging now, but that'll probably go out because it's actually fully charged at the minute. But I can run it from that as well, so if the battery goes low on me, you know, mid while I'm doing a lot of recording or something like that, I can just plug that in. So it's actually quite cool that it'll do that as well. I mean, obviously, you know, there'll be only a certain few cameras will be able to do it, sort of thing, you know, because of the amount of power it requires. But yeah, I just keep it in it's actually a hard drive case, that, but I keep it in that. And I carry that to work with me actually. Does me absolutely great, that thing, 'cause it's a 20,000 milliamp. And I think you get about 3 charges on this 6 Plus with it, something like that. It's crazy. The only thing I've noticed is when you charge it, if you just try and say charge it from a MacBook or in the car or something like that, it never gets to 100%. It always stops at 99. But then I charge it I've got a big charging block down my desk downstairs. It's got 4 or 5 ports on, something like that. One of them's a USB-C port, which is big enough to power one of the new MacBooks, the output on it. So what I've done is I've got an adapter in it and a small USB to micro USB, and I use it for charging all sorts from my e-cig and stuff like that. And I use that to charge it up, and that gets it to 100%. So I think what was it? When I looked, there's actually about was it 3 or 4? I think there's 4 18650 batteries in it or something like that. So it's really quite a beast of a battery pack. I take it, whenever it's always with me at work, but like when we go away and stuff like that, because inevitably something doesn't. What was it? We hired this van out, and I thought, right, I'll take me a cigarette lighter thing, the power plug that you put into the outlet on the car, and turned out that it didn't work. It was the socket in the van didn't work, and I told him when I got back. I said, because I said, I've got this, but I says your socket didn't work anyway. He says, oh, if you'd looked just underneath behind that, there's a USB port. So I was a bit gutted actually, but as it happens, I managed without anyway. So I should have taken the battery pack that day, and I didn't. You see. So yeah, we live and learn, don't we, from these mistakes. But yeah, I mean, I've still got more stuff to record. I just haven't got time now. I've done 3, 4, something like that. Like I said, I was going to do this other one, and then I ran out of time and had to go and get on with tea and stuff like that. I'm not sure what time it is now. I think it's about 7:30, something like that. So obviously I'm going to turn off up here now. I think there's some tidying up going to get done up here by the wife's carers. And I've got another I've got some of those plastic drawers over there. They're just, you see, there. And they've just got all like bits and pieces, stuff that, I'm either reviewing or have reviewed, stuff like that. And, some of it is sort of useful, and it's a case of it stays there until, like, if I have something break on me. It's like a lot of the stuff, I've had the USB cable, the USB to micro USBs leads robbed out of them, because I've had a lead go somewhere or something like that, or somebody's lead's broken, so, you end up losing all the leads. But I managed to get rid of a load of headphones at Christmas to family and what have you like, so. But, yeah, I've still got quite a few that I need to get on with, really. The thing is that they've stopped sort of harassing you as much now to have the reviews done. Obviously, and it was all to do with this the whole Amazon thing, because now they're not allowed to provide you with a free item now and have a review done. They've changed all that, so yeah, I'm waiting. I might end up getting a few of my reviews deleted and what have you. But what's annoying about that is that Amazon have some of their own hand-picked reviewers that they will then approach the companies and say, if you want it reviewed, you can send it to these sort of thing, which I think is a bit off. But I can understand the reasoning for it. Obviously, if you've had it given for free, are you going to give it an honest review? Which, and I can understand people thinking, oh, they won't work with me anymore if I give them a bad review, something like that. I mean, most of the stuff I get, I've never had anything really that I would say was bad. Most of my reviews are 4 and 5 star because the goods are fit for the purpose that they're sold, which at the end of the day, that is what the law states that something should be. I have actually given less than that on one item. I don't know if you remember it. They don't talk to me anymore. And that's that company, One by One. I reviewed their a little rotating disco ball thing, and it was just horrible. It really was. It did not live up to what it was supposed to do. So that got an awful review, and well, I think I gave it 2 stars, something like that. I mean, it did what it was supposed to do, but the motor on it was noisy, and the head of it just rocked around all over the place. It wasn't even fixed on properly, and it was just awful, and it didn't light up enough. It was just a terrible thing. And all I said was, I mean, I wasn't nasty. I didn't say this is rubbish or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I'd never do something like that. It's a horrible thing to do. I basically said that it's not fit for like an adult party, which is what they were aiming at. Was an adult party. I said, it's the sort of thing that you would have out at a child's disco in your living room, sort of thing, something like that. And they asked me to remove the comment, and I said no. I said that's exactly how I feel about it, and I haven't heard from them since. So So, you know, I mean, that's the way it goes, isn't it? You know, but I mean, I was honest. If you don't want an honest review, don't ask for an honest review, especially if you feel that your products may be sort of subpar or anything like that. But most of what I get is good quality stuff. You know, it generally gets around a 4 or a 5-star rating because, you know, I can't say I've had anything that's ever really terrible. You know, nothing's ever completely failed on me or anything like that. You know, I've gone back and amended the odd review when, you know, say like, you know, I've got an amendment here, you know, 3-4 months on, this happened to it, you know, so just be aware of this, you know. I mean, one company that I've done stuff for, they supplied me with a case, and then basically they actually took that case off the market. You know, I spoke to them, I said, you know, there's a weak area on this, and they actually redid. You know, they got the same complaint from a few different reviewers, like, and they redid the case, and it's now a great case. So, you know, props to companies that do that. That's what it's about. You've got to listen to the reviews, not just, you know, not just cry or get upset about them. You've got to go and do something about it. If it's in your power to do it, then do it. You know, fix the problem, put it back out there for reviews again. You know, and that's the only way that you'll get keep getting up to good reviews. Generally now, most of the electronics that come out of China is good stuff. You know, I've still got a few bits of electronics on here. I've got another 2-3 sets of headphones to do like the review part of. They've been unboxed 2-3 weeks back, something like that. And I've got a speaker as well that I've done the unboxing on 2 or 3 weeks back, and I'm pointing, you know, and all I'm pointing at is boxes because the stuff's all downstairs on or around my desk. So yeah, but I've got a bag review that I've got to get up. I think somebody's just been rattling at the door, but I've got a bag review to get up, and there'll be another one. It's another Chic Motor bag, actually. You know, the one that sent me a review. Well, that I got in and reviewed. It was the backpack, wasn't it? I've now got another one here that I actually purchased for the wife, and I've bought another one since, and it's like another different one. So I've got like there'll be 3 different bags now. So there will be another one after this one, but this one I'm going to get this one done. I'm going to put a pleasant review on Amazon because it's you know, I like their style. Obviously, I do stitching and what have you in my work, so I understand, you know, stitching quality and stuff like that, and they are made very nicely. Very impressed with the quality of the bags. So, but I got this one for the wife actually because she goes out a fair bit and has to, you know, with her being disabled, she has to carry a few extra bits and pieces with her and stuff like that. So that's what I got this bag for. You know, it's better than a shopping bag or something like that at the end of the day. So, but anyway, guys, I've rattled on long enough. Obviously missed out a whole section of kitchen vlogging and stuff like that while I was mashing my potatoes and stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to get off. I don't know how long this vlog's going to be. It's probably going to be too long. I might have to edit some bits out. We'll see anyway. But so do take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Cheers, guys. See you.